This is an educational podcast, or EduCast, created by Jim House, Assistant Professor of Computer Science and Communication Arts Technology at Allegheny College of Maryland. For more information about Allegheny College of Maryland, please visit us on the web at allegheny.edu. The Internet has changed society. Email and instant messaging have caused a major shift in the way people communicate. Online stores have changed our shopping habits. The ability to easily download music has stirred up controversy about intellectual property. The possibility of unauthorized access to online databases has made us more aware of our privacy and safety. This podcast is a basic overview of the Internet with an emphasis on how you can connect to it and use it. The Internet is a collection of local, regional, national, and international computer networks linked together to exchange data and distribute processing tasks. You can think of the Internet as a network of interconnected communication lines creating a sort of highway system for transporting data. The main routes of the Internet, analogous to interstate highways, are referred to as the Internet backbone. Constructed and maintained by major telecommunications companies such as AT&T and Sprint, these telecommunications links can move huge amounts of data at incredible speeds. Data traveling from the United States can arrive in England in less than 60 milliseconds, or 60 thousandths of a second. In addition to the backbone, the Internet encompasses an intricate collection of regional and local communication links. These links can include local telephone systems, cable television lines, cellular telephone systems, and personal satellite dishes. Internet communication links transport data to and from millions of computers and other electronic devices. Amazingly, this data transport works seamlessly between all kinds of platforms, between PCs and Macs, and even between personal computers and mainframes. Communication between all the different devices on the Internet is made possible by TCP/IP, which stands for Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol, a standard set of rules for electronically addressing and transmitting data. Where then is all this Internet data stored? The Internet provides access to an amazing volume of data, including corporate web pages, merchandise catalogs, software, music, tutorials, all on different subjects, school science projects, telephone directories, library card catalogs, and so on. Although difficult to pin down exact figures, it is estimated that the Internet provides access to more data than is stored in all of the academic research libraries in the United States. Most of the stuff that's accessible on the Internet is stored on servers, which are owned and maintained by government agencies, corporations, small businesses, schools, organizations, and even individuals. These servers use special server software to locate and distribute data requested by Internet users. So what kind of resources are available on the Internet? If you're looking for information, if you want to communicate with someone, or if you want to buy something, the Internet offers a good set of resources. Here's kind of a quick overview of Internet resources. Websites. Most people envision websites as various locations on the Internet that correspond to a corporation's headquarters, a store, a magazine, or a library. A website can provide information or access to other resources such as search engines and email. Which brings up search engines. Without search engines, using the Internet would be like trying to find a book in the Library of Congress by wandering around the stacks. Search engines such as Google and Yahoo help catalog a huge portion of all the data stored at websites. Downloads and uploads. Internet service stores all sorts of useful files containing documents, music, software, videos, animations, and photos. The process of transferring one of these files from a remote computer, such as a server, to a local computer, such as, say, your personal computer, is called downloading. Sending a file from a local computer, like your computer, to a remote computer is called uploading. P2P file sharing. A technology known as peer-to-peer, or P2P, file sharing makes it possible to access files stored on another user's hard drive, with permission, of course. This technology is the basis for popular music and file exchange websites such as Morpheus and Kazaa. Email. Also known as electronic mail, email allows one person to send an electronic message to another person or to a group of people listed in a personal address book. A variation of email called a mailing list server, or listserv, maintains a public list of people who are interested in a particular topic. Messages sent to the list server are automatically distributed to everyone on the mailing list. Bulletin boards. Usenet is a worldwide bulletin board system that contains more than 15,000 discussion forums called newsgroups. Newsgroup members must post messages to a bulletin board which can then be read and responded to by other group members. The term blog, derived from the phrase weblog, refers to a personal journal posted on the web for access by the general public. Blogs can focus on a simple topic or cover a variety of issues. A typical blog includes commentary by the author, as well as links to additional information. To find blogs, you can use a blog directory. Chat groups and instant messaging. A chat group consists of several people who are connected to the internet and communicate in a virtual room by typing comments to each other. A private version of a chat room called instant messaging allows 2 or more people to send typed messages back and forth. Although it's not as simple as picking up the telephone, internet telephony allows telephone-style conversations to travel over the internet to virtually anywhere in the world. When using internet telephony, the sound quality is sometimes worse than a cellular phone, but the cost is much less than conventional long-distance service. The internet is revolutionizing business by directly linking consumers with retailers, manufacturers, and distributors. E-commerce, or electronic commerce, includes activities such as online shopping, electronic auctions, and online stock trading. The internet carries radio shows and teleconferences that can be broadcasted worldwide. Internet radio is popular because broadcasts are limited to a small local region. Internet broadcasting technology, referred to as multicasting, has the potential to increase the use and popularity of internet broadcasts. Last but not least, we have remote access and control. Using software such as Telnet or SSH and a valid password, it is possible to link 2 computers so that the commands entered in one computer are executed remotely on the other computer. This capability of the internet and other networks is handy, for example, when a technical support person located in a manufacturer's service center takes remote control of your computer to fix a problem. To take advantage of everything the internet has to offer, you have to establish some sort of communication link between your computer and the internet. Possibilities include using your existing telephone line, a cable television line, a personal satellite link, wireless or cell phone service, or high-speed internet connection. Many people literally dial up the internet using an existing telephone line. This type of connection, often referred to as a dial-up connection, is relatively simple and inexpensive because the necessary equipment and software are pre-installed on most new computers. A dial-up connection requires a device called a voice band modem, or simply called a modem, which converts your computer's digital signals into a type of signal that can travel over the telephone lines. Theoretically, the top speed of a dial-up connection is 56 kbps, meaning that 56,000 bits of data are transmitted per second. Actual speed is usually reduced by distance, interference, and other technical problems. However, so the speed of at most 56 kbps dial-up connections is more like 45 kbps. The speed is usable for email, e-commerce, and chat. It's not, however, optimal for applications that require large amounts of data to be quickly transferred over the internet. Watching an internet-based video or participating in a teleconference over a 56 kbps dial-up connection can be like watching a badly organized parade. The sound can be out of sync with the image, and the show can be interrupted by lengthy pauses as your computer waits for the next set of video frames to arrive. Many cable TV companies offer internet access in addition to the traditional roster of movie channels, network television, and specialty channels. This type of internet access, often referred to as cable modem service, is offered to a cable company's customers for an additional monthly charge. Cable modem service usually requires 2 pieces of equipment, a network card and a cable modem. A network card is a device that's designed to connect a personal computer to a local area network when you get cable modem service. This card allows you to join a computer network that provides internet access. Many of today's computers come equipped with a pre-installed network card. If not, one can be added for probably less than $50. A cable modem is a device that changes the computer's signals into a form that can travel over cable TV links. Cable modems can be installed by consumers or installed sometimes for a fee by the cable guy. Cable modem service is referred to as always-on connection because your computer is, in effect, always connected to the internet. An always-on connection is convenient because you don't have to wait 30 to 40 seconds for the dial answer sequence to be completed. A cable modem receives data at about 1.5 Mbps or 1.5 million bits per second, which is more than 25 times faster than a dial-up connection. This speed is suitable for most internet activities, including real-time video and teleconferencing. Many telephone and independent telecommunications companies offer high-speed internet access over ISDN and DSL lines. ISDN, which stands for Integrated Services Digital Network, provides data transfer speeds of 64 kbps or 128 kbps. With substantial monthly fees and data transfer speeds that are only marginally better than the free 56 kbps dial-up connection, ISDN ranks low on the list of high-speed internet options for most consumers. DSL, or Digital Subscriber Line, is a generic name for a family of high-speed internet links, including ADSL, SDSL, and DSL Lite. Each type of DSL provides different maximum speeds, from twice as fast to approximately 125 times faster than the 56 dial-up connection. The faster types of DSL require professional installation, but DSL Lite can be installed by consumers. Both ISDN and DSL connections require proximity to a telephone switching station, which can be a problem for speedy, hungry consumers in rural areas. So satellite dishes come to the rescue. DSS, or Digital Satellite Service, offers internet access at an average speed of about 500 kbps. Monthly fees for DSS connections are typically more than DSL or cable modem service. DSS customers are also required to rent or purchase a satellite dish and pay for its installation. To access the internet, you do not typically connect your computer directly to the internet backbone. Instead, you connect it to an ISP such as America Online, which in turn connects to the internet backbone. An ISP, or Internet Service Provider, is a company that maintains internet computers and telecommunications equipment in order to provide internet access to businesses, organizations, and individuals. An ISP that offers dial-up connections, for example, maintains a bank of modems which communicate with modems and customers' computers. An ISP works in much the same way the local telephone company does. Just as a telephone company provides a point of access to telephones all over the world, an ISP is a point of access to the internet. ISP customers arrange for service, in this case for internet access, for which they pay a monthly fee. In addition to a monthly fee, an ISP might also charge an installation fee. Dial-up subscribers may also be required to pay a per-minute fee for long-distance access. And possibly selecting an ISP depends on a variety of factors such as where the service is provided, the speed of the data transfer, and the cost of equipment installation and monthly service. Some other points in choosing an ISP may be geographical coverage, the type of service, quality of service, cost of monthly service, cost of equipment and installation, extra services, and other customer services that the ISP may provide. Although the Internet is a public network, access to the Internet or some parts of the Internet can be restricted in various ways. For example, an ISP usually limits the Internet access to subscribers. Some parts of the Internet, such as military computers, are totally off limits to the general public. In addition, some parts of websites, such as the New York Times archives, for example, might limit access to paid members. Many parts of the Internet encourage memberships and offer additional perks if you sign up. User IDs and passwords are designed to provide access for authorized users and to prevent unauthorized access. A user ID is a series of characters, letters, and possibly numbers that becomes a person's unique identifier, similar to a social security number. A password is a different series of characters that verifies the user ID, similar to a way a PIN number verifies your identity at an ATM machine. Typically, your ISP supplies a user ID and password that you use to connect to the Internet. You accumulate additional user IDs and passwords from other sources for specific Internet activities, such as reading New York Times articles or participating in an online auction. The process of entering a user ID and password is usually referred to as logging in or logging on. So how do you choose a secure password? Your password should be a sequence of characters that's easy for you to remember, but would be difficult for someone else to guess. After all, your password provides protection only if it's secret. Some ways in which you could select a password would be select a password that's at least 5 characters long. Try to use both numbers and letters in your password. Select a password that you can remember. Consider making a password by combining 2 or more words of the first letters of, say, a poem or a phrase. Change your password if you think someone else has discovered it. Next, select 2 passwords, one for high security and one for low security. Use your high security password to protect critical data for online banking, managing an online stock portfolio, or for your account at an online bookstore that stores a copy of your billing and credit card information. Change your high security password periodically in all the places that you use it. Use your low security password in situations where you really don't care if your security is compromised. Some places on the Internet want you to establish an account with a user ID and password just to collect basic contact information, and possibly to put your name on a mailing list. At other sites, your user ID and password provide access to information, but none of your own data, a credit card number for example, is stored there. It is not necessary to change your low security password very often. This has been an EduCast podcast brought to you by Jim House and Allegheny College of Maryland.